We are going to see methods to determine natural frequency of free undamped longitudinal vibration system. Then we will see free undamped torsional vibration system. First we will see methods to determine natural frequency of free undamped longitudinal vibration system. These are methods to determine the natural frequency. First, equilibrium method or D'Alembert's principle. Second, energy method. Third, Rayleigh's method. Equilibrium method or D'Alembert's principle. According to D'Alembert's principle, a body or a system which is not in static equilibrium due to acceleration it possesses can be brought to static equilibrium by introducing the inertia force on it. So D'Alembert's principle converts dynamic problem into static problem by adding inertia force. So in a vibrating system, the algebraic sum of inertia forces and all external forces acting on the system must be equal to 0. So this principle is used for developing the equation of motion for vibrating system, which is further used to find out the natural frequency of vibrating system. So we consider a spring mass system constrained to move along the axis of the spring. We see the figure, spring in unstrained position, and when mass m is attached to the free end of the spring, it will deflect by delta due to gravitational force. In the free body diagram of mass at mean position, the spring force K into delta is acting in upward direction and the gravitational force in downward direction. So we get mg is equal to K delta. And if give the initial disturbance to the mass, it will displace by x from the mean position. So we draw the free body diagram of displaced mass. We see what are the forces is acting on the mass. It's gravitational force in downward direction, then inertia force opposite to the acceleration, that is mass into acceleration in upward direction, then spring force, the stiffness into total displacement, that is x plus delta. So according to D'Alembert's principle, the algebraic sum of inertia force and external force is equal to 0. So we know that inertia force mx double dot plus external forces spring force and gravitational force. Spring force x into x plus delta minus gravitational force mg is equal to 0. So you can write mx double dot plus kx plus k delta minus mg is equal to 0. So we can write mx double dot plus kx is equal to 0 because k delta is equal to mg. So we can write x double dot plus k by m is equal to 0. We know that fundamental equation of simple harmonic motion, x double dot plus omega square into x is equal to 0. So comparing equation 1 and 2, we can write omega n is equal to under root of k by m, where omega n is circular natural frequency, where k is stiffness and m is the mass. Then we write the equation natural frequency of vibration is denoted by f suffix n is equal to omega n by 2 pi. We can write fn is equal to 1 by 2 pi, omega n is under root of k by m. So we get in hertz. So the natural frequency of vibration Fn is equal to 1 by 2 pi under root of k by m in hertz. Energy method. In energy method, law of conservation of energy is used. So in free undamped vibration system, no energy is transferred to the system or from the system. So total energy is constant. So total energy is kinetic energy plus potential energy is equal to constant. So consider spring mass system, here mass is displaced by x from the mean position. We see at equilibrium or mean position the kinetic energy is maximum and potential energy is 0, whereas at extreme position kinetic energy is 0 and potential energy is maximum. So differentiating equation 1 with respect to t, we get d by dt of kinetic energy plus potential energy is equal to 0. We know that kinetic energy is equal to half mx dot square. X dot is velocity. We know that potential energy half kx square, where k is the stiffness of spring. Put the values of kinetic energy and potential energy in equation 2. So we get equation 2, d by dt of half mx dot square plus half kx square is equal to 0. Differentiating with respect to t, we get half in bracket 2m x dot x double dot plus half in bracket 2x x dot is equal to 0. So we get mx dot plus kx is equal to 0. So this is the equation of motion for free undamped longitudinal vibration system. Then we find out the equation for frequency. We know the fundamental equation of simple harmonic motion, x double dot plus omega n square x is equal to 0. So comparing equation 5 and 6, we can write omega n is equal to under root of k by m in radian per second, and natural frequency of vibration is f suffix n is equal to half under root of k by m in hertz. Relay method, it states that the maximum kinetic energy of the system is equal to maximum potential energy. So Ke max is equal to P max. Consider spring mass system. Here mass is displaced by x from the mean position. So for small oscillation, mass is moving with simple harmonic motion. So the displacement x is equal to capital X sin omega nt, where x is the displacement, capital X is amplitude, omega n is circular natural frequency. In velocity, dx by dt is equal to x dot is equal to omega n x cos omega nt. So maximum velocity, which is at mean position at t is equal to 0, can write x dot max is equal to omega nx. So maximum kinetic energy, which is at mean position, can write K max is equal to half mx dot max square is equal to, put the values of x dot max omega n x. So we get half m omega n square into x square. And potential energy, we know that potential energy is equal to half kx square. Maximum potential energy, which is at extreme position, that means at x is equal to capital X. So maximum potential energy P max is equal to half kx square. Substituting the value of equation 2 and 3 in equation 1, so we get K max is equal to P max. So K max, maximum kinetic energy, half m omega n square x square is equal to half x kx square. So we get omega n is equal to under root of k by m in radian per second, and natural frequency, we get fn is equal to omega n by 2 pi. So we get fn is equal to 1 by 2 pi under root of k by m in hertz. Free undamped torsional vibration system. See the figure. Your disc is suspended on shaft with negligible mass. So undamped vibration means there is no damper is provided to the system. Torsional vibration, when you give the small angular displacement theta to the disc, it will be oscillates about the axis of the shaft. So this is known as torsional vibration. So due to the angular displacement of disk theta in clockwise direction, the torques acting on the disk are inertia torque in anti-clockwise direction, restoring torque due to the torsional stiffness of the shaft, that is kt theta, where kt is the torsional stiffness. So we use the D'Alembert's principle. The algebraic sum of inertia torque and external torques is equal to 0. Inertia torque is I theta double dot, where I is the mass moment of inertia of disk, theta double dot is the angular acceleration, plus kt theta, that is the restoring torque, kt is the torsional stiffness, is equal to 0. So we get theta double dot plus kt by I into theta is equal to 0. We know the fundamental equation of simple harmonic motion, theta double dot plus omega n square theta is equal to 0. So compare the equation 1 and 2. We can write omega n is equal to under root of kt by I in radian per second. So we know that frequency Fn is equal to omega n divided by 2 pi. So we get Fn is equal to 1 by 2 pi under root of kt by I in hertz. The frequency of free undamped torsional vibration is 1 by 2 pi under root of kt by I in hertz. We know the torsional stiffness kt is equal to torque divided by angular displacement. So you can write T by theta is equal to Gj by L. You can put this value kt is equal to Gj by L in the frequency equation. We can write Fn is equal to 1 by 2 pi under root of Gj by Li. Thank you.